Alright guys, let's continue beta. We were discussing the 12th case scenario the other day guys. चल सब कुछ आ जा रहा है उसका छोड़. Yes beta, we were doing the 12th case scenario guys. We're already done with the first 2 bits. The remaining 3 bits guys were given as homework. Are we all done with that? Yes or no guys? Guys, बाकी के 3 bits हुए क्या बेटा? कुछ पूछ रहा हूँ. If you know how to talk, can you talk and tell me? Guru मोहन व्रत है बेटा आज. Do you want to leave the class? You can immediately walk out. There's no compulsion to sit in the class if you do not like to sit in the class. So guys, here beta they've given us for Mathangi Limited as such guys, your cost of equity will be equal to how much? 5% guys plus 1.9 into 10% minus 5%. So that will be 14.5%. Cost of preference share capital, nothing is given. I'll directly take 12%. Cost of debentures, but I'll take 15% net of taxes. Cost of retained earnings guys will be equal to cost of equity. So here guys in this question, 12th one, third bit guys, cost of equity beta is RF plus beta into RM minus RF. Looks like majority of you did not solve this only beta, that is why you're not responding. So that RF guys is 5% beta and RM is 10%. Using that guys, how much are you going to get beta? Beta factor guys is 1.9 guys into 10% minus 5%. So this will become 14.5% guys. Your cost of debt beta will be equal to interest rate into 1 minus tax rate. Interest rate guys is how much? 15% into tax rate is 25%. So this will become 11.25% guys. And then with a cost, your preference share capital will be directly equal to your preference dividend rate, which is 12%. So your KO guys, this is for Mathangi Limited. It will be weight of equity into cost of equity. I'm combining reserves and surplus with that beta. Weight of preference share capital into cost of preference share capital. Weight of debt into cost of debt. Weight of equity beta is 65 divided by 90. 65 lakhs guys is 40 lakhs plus 25 lakhs divided by total capital employed beta is 97 lakhs. So this multiplied by 14.5% guys, and after that as such beta we have weight of preference share capital guys, which is 12 divided by 97 into 12%, and then we have weight of debt guys, which is 20 divided by 97 into 11.25%. All of this guys will give us our overall cost of capital guys for the entity. How much is that? 13.5206% or 13.52% guys. Once we get that beta, you're supposed to arrive at your cash flow after tax guys. CF80 के लिए beta, what is the amount of savings in T beta every year? Savings in T is 12 lakhs. That's the only saving, right? Minus what are all the expenses that you have to incur guys for this? ये लेट आके पूरी क्लास को डिस्टर्ब करना रहता है इनको. So savings in T beta is 12 lakh rupees guys, and then minus beta expenses. Start beta आयुष एक एक बोलते जा. Depreciation कितना है बेटा equipment का? Depreciation guys of the equipment is 1 lakh. Electricity guys consumption beta is 500 units multiplied by 12 rupees. 12 months into 24 rupees. How much is that? 1 lakh 44,000. Shubham नहीं हुआ बेटा तेरा? After that guys, other consumables guys are already given in the question. How much is that? 8 lakhs. Maintenance cost of the equipment beta is 25,000. All of this will give us profit before tax guys. How much is profit before tax? 1,31,000, on which we will have to pay taxes guys at the rate of 25%. How much will be your profit after tax guys? 98,000. To this you will add back depreciation beta 1 lakh, and the cash flow after tax is 1,98,250. Did you all get the same answer? All you have to do beta is add back depreciation and you will get CF80. Final bit guys is NPV of the investment. To arrive at NPV of the investment, first you will have to arrive at present value of cash flows. PVCI beta will be equal to 1,98,250 multiplied by present value annuity factor at 13.52% for how many years? 5 years. This will be the present value of cash inflows. कितना है ये? 6 lakhs 522, 534 guys. This you will compare with the amount of initial investment, which is 5 lakh rupees guys, and you're going to get NPV beta, which is 1,88,534 rupees, or approximately 1,88,522. That will be the amount of NPV. Did we all get the answers guys? All right beta. Question 13 बाद में करेंगे guys. Question number 14 beta now. Question 14. This question was given in the test already guys. Pretty normal. KGF Chemicals Limited is a prominent player in the chemical industry. It faces the challenge of determining its growth trajectory and dividend policy to maximize shareholder value. With expectations of significant growth in the near term and stabilization in the long run, the company must strategically manage its resources to align with investor expectations. KGF Chemicals Limited is a leading manufacturer and supplier of specialty chemicals catering to diverse industries such as pharmaceuticals, agriculture and manufacturing. Established with a commitment to innovation and quality, the company has garnered a strong market presence over the years. The company is projected to experience robust growth at a rate of 14% per annum for the next 4 years. So this is relevant guys. Growth rate is going to be 14% for the next 4 years. The forecast reflects both the company's expansion plans and the broader economic landscape. KGF Chemicals has paid a dividend of 2 rupees per share last year. So D naught beta is 2 rupees. Management faces the crucial decision of balancing dividend payouts with reinvestment opportunities to sustain growth and meet shareholders' expectations. The dividend policy must strike a delicate balance between rewarding shareholders and retaining earnings for future investments. The required rate of return on equity shares is 12%, indicating investors' expected return given the company's risk profile and market conditions. So far better relevant information. Growth rate is 14%, D naught is 2 rupees guys, and then cost of equity is 12%. I think I missed the line. The growth rate is going to stabilize at a rate of 7%. Now guys, management must carefully assess investment opportunities to ensure they meet or exceed this threshold, thereby generating value for shareholders over the long term. In navigating the dynamic landscape of the chemical industry, KGF Chemicals Limited must adopt a proactive approach to managing growth and dividend policy. Baki sab is nautanki guys. So the question is pretty simple guys. It is dividend discount model. D naught is given as 2 rupees. Growth rate is how much beta? 14% for the first 4 years. After that guys, what is the growth rate? 7% after 4 years. Cost of equity is 12%. We just have to arrive at, look at the requirements. They're asking us to compute expected dividend at the end of 4th year. What is the present value of expected dividends to be received in the next 4 years? What is the market price at the end of 4th year? What is the present value of market price? And what is today's market price? So if you add option, question 2 and question 4, you will get the answer to question 5. P naught is nothing but the present value of all the future dividends and P4. What did we learn in dividend discount model guys? Whenever growth rate is not constant, what will you do? Discount all the dividends separately and compute price at the end of the period guys, after which the growth rate is stabilizing. So here you will not be able to directly compute P naught. You will be able to compute only P4 because the growth rate is stabilizing after 4 years. Are we clear about this? Yes or no beta? Start guys. Tell me what's the answer. Saath mein karna beta. This will barely take any time. $2.28, right? $2.5992. I'm writing 4 decimal points better because answer to option 1 and option 2 guys are given in 4 decimal points. D3 beta is 2.5992 into 1 plus growth rate. 98 9 9631. D4 beta is 2.9631 into 1 plus growth rate. 3.3799. D5 beta also needs to be computed because without that you will not get P4. This is at a growth rate of 7%. D5 will be computed, guys, using a growth rate of 5%, guys. How much is that? 3.6144. So P4 beta will be equal to D5 by KE minus G. 3.6144 beta divided by 12% minus 7%. 72.288. So we got the answer to the first bit and the third bit, guys. Question 1 ka answer is D4, which is 3.3779. Question 3 beta answer is, this is the answer to question 3. This is the answer to question 1. We got dividend at the end of 4th year. We got price at the end of 4th year. Now you have to compute present value of all the 4 dividends separately and present value of the price at the end of 4th year separately. You will have to arrive at PV of D1, D2, D3, D4 and arrive at present value of D4. Did you all compute present value of those dividends, guys? I want present value of dividends separately better. P naught, guys, will be equal to the present value of D1, D2, D3, D4 and P4, guys. So you're going to write D1, kitna hai beta D1? 2.28 divided by 1.12 plus 2.5992 divided by 1.12 whole square plus 2.9631 beta divided by 1.12 whole power 3 plus 3.3779 divided by 1.12 whole power 4 plus P4 का present value 72.288 divided by 1.12 whole power 4. First 4 dividends का present value कितना बेटा? 36 plus दूसरा वाला guys 45.94. So this will become the answer to question 2. This will become the answer to question 4. दोनों का total बेटा 54.31. This will become answer to question 5. We got the answers to question 4, question 5, guys. यही था ना क्वेश्चन जो एग्जाम में दिया था? Are we all done, guys? Next question, beta, 15th one. प्रज्ञा आ गया, ये हो गया. Question number 15 guys. Chandana done. Harika. Shall we start the next question guys? Requirement guys is to compute working capital guys. एक बार requirement देख लेते हैं, then we'll come back to the question. It says calculate the amount blocked in inventories of raw materials and finished goods. That will be pretty normal guys. Once you compute the entire cost statement, you will know how to compute the amount of inventories that is blocked. Calculate the amount blocked in work in progress stock. There is a minor problem with this, but I'll tell you what is that better. Calculate the amount blocked in debtors at. Please underline that and mark it as important. Unless otherwise given, we do not follow totality approach. यहाँ पे question is asking us to follow totality approach guys. There's nothing that can be done. Are we clear about this? किसी को मैं बोला था pencil sharp करके रखो यहाँ पे. So you have to calculate debtors at sales price guys and the amount of creditors. Using that only better you will compute your net working capital and calculate the amount of projected net profit. That projected net profit you can easily present as such guys by this thing guys, presenting your cost statement. Now guys let's go back to the question better. पहले वो debtors वाला point mark करे, right? We are not going to compute debtors on the basis of cost of sales guys. We are going to compute debtors on the basis of sales price. Anna Limited is a company engaged in toy manufacturing. While growing through the financial statements of the while going through the financial statements of the company, the CEO of the view better that the company should start preparing the projected financial statements so that the decision can be made guys on timely basis to maintain the growth and liquidity of Anna Limited. Following financial information is available in respect of the company. Issued share capital is 15 lakhs, 7.5% debentures at 10 lakhs, fixed assets at cost are 12 lakhs, 50,000. The expected ratios to selling price are as follows. Raw material is 50%, labor 15%, overheads 20%, profit 15%. Karthik will help us with the answer guys today. Raw materials are kept in store for an average of 2 months. Finished goods remain in store for an average of 2 months. Production during the previous year was 3 lakh units. In the current year also it is going to be 3 lakh units. It is planned to maintain the rate in the current year also. Each unit of production is expected to remain in process for a month. Mark that line with as important. So this tells us guys about your work in progress ka inventory guys. The degree of completion is not given beta. They should have given us. But answer jo diya hua hai guys, obviously you're going to get that answer only if you take 100% degree of completion. But if they're 100% degree completed beta, they're not work in progress anymore. That's the problem with the question guys. Are we clear? But we cannot help it because if you take any other option beta, you're not going to get the answer. The least option is this only, and that also you will get only at 100% degree of completion. So write that note beta. Direct answer में ही लिखेंगे. वहाँ पे लिखना है तो लिख लो बेटा या फिर आंसर में, your wish. 15th question guys. Degree of completion for work in progress not given. Degree of completion for work in progress is not given. Considered to be 100% complete. We do not do that in normal questions guys. When nothing is given beta, we normally assume that the degree of completion for materials is 100% and for other expenses it is 50%. Normally beta, the correct assumption is always to take 100% for materials and 50%. वो भी लिखना तो लिख लेना बेटा. Normal assumption is always, normal assumption is, ताकि बाद में confusion ना हो when you combine chapters. It is 100% for materials guys and 50% for conversion cost. %100% for materials and 50% for conversion costs guys. Can we present the cost statement? This is not the first year of operations, guys. So opening stocks will be equal to closing stocks. You do not have to worry about that part. Debentures ऊपर जो दिया हुआ है बेटा, that is only to arrive at last वाला bit, fifth. Compute the amount of projected net profit. So here the profit that we will compute as per cost statement will be operating profit, EBIT. Cost statement में interest will not come, guys, when you're computing your investment in data. See, guys, please understand that investment in data, all of that is computed to compute your source of capital. That itself is debentures, no? उस पे ही तो interest लगा रहे हो तुम लोग. Cost sheet में बेटा interest अगर आता है तो लेते हैं, बाकी कहीं पे भी बेटा if they give interest, they do not consider it. Are we clear it? Yes, guys, start. Selling price per unit दिया हुआ है बेटा, you can all arrive at per unit cost and total cost. Production बेटा will be equal to sales. That will be how many units? 3 lakh units. Per unit and total. We'll present it the way that we have done in the class. Raw material, guys, per unit it is 50%. मैं आगे का पढ़ा ही नहीं ना. Credit allowed beta to suppliers, customers is 1 month and given by suppliers is 2 months. Selling price is 15 per unit. हो गया, उतना ही relevant है. So raw material beta will be 15 rupees का 50%, 7.5 per unit. Labor cost is going to be 15 rupees into 15%. 2.25 है ना? Huh? Next, guys, overheads are going to be 15 rupees into 20% beta. 3 rupees. This will become my cost. 7.5, 2.25 guys, and 3. 9.75, 12.75. The remaining part beta is your profit, which is, but this will be which profit beta? Net profit or operating profit? Very good. 2.25. This will become your sales value, guys, 15 rupees. 7.5 multiplied by 3 lakh units, guys. 22 lakhs. 50,000. 2.25 beta multiplied by 3 lakhs. 6 lakhs. 3 rupees, guys, multiplied by that 9 lakhs. So 6 lakhs 75 हटाना है बेटा, 15 into 45 lakhs है. So the total amount will become 38 lakhs 25,000. This is only your operating profit, guys, 6 lakhs 75,000. Remember that. Normally present working capital statement like how you have done before, guys. After that we'll identify the answers. किसका क्या है बोल के. You start with inventories beta first. Cash balance दिया हुआ है क्या? पूरा working capital है बेटा. No cash balance. If you're done with this, guys, present your working capital requirement normally. Are we all done with this, guys? Your working capital requirement better. Let's not waste time. मैं डायरेक्ट समरी लिख रहा हूँ guys. Current assets में बेटा first raw materials, guys. Raw materials beta, can I directly pick up annual consumption and multiply that by how much, guys? So 22 lakhs 50,000, guys, multiplied by 2 by 12. What will be the amount, guys? 3 lakh 70. This will be the amount of raw material, guys. Work in progress ka stock beta. Normally would have taken degree of completion, but now you can directly write 38 lakhs 25,000, guys, multiplied by 1 by 12. Why 38 lakhs 25,000 into 1 by 12, guys? 100% completed in all respects. That is why you can directly take cost of production or cost of sales, guys, and multiply that by 1 by 12. How much is that? 3,18,750. Then beta you take finished goods. Finished goods, guys, will also be based on annual cost of production or cost of goods sold. What is the finished goods inventory that we are maintaining? Finished goods is in stock beta for an average of 2 months. So into 2 beta, 6 lakhs 37,500. We got the answer to first question and second question. Debtors beta, will you take at sales price or will you take at cost? Sales price as specified in the question, guys. So that will be 45 lakhs multiplied by, what is the credit that we are giving to the customers, guys? 1 month. 45 lakhs into 1 by 12, guys. 3 lakhs 75,000. यहाँ तक का total beta current assets 17 lakhs 6,250. After this, guys, you'll have to present your current liabilities. Current liabilities में बेटा क्या क्या है? Creditors for raw material, guys. So that will be equal to 22 lakhs 50,000 into 2 by 12. 3 lakhs 75,000. Okay, kada? What will be your working capital requirement? Working capital requirement beta is 13 lakh 31,250 rupees. Yes or no, kids? Working capital requirement beta will be 13,31,250. We are done with the answer to the first 4 bits. You have to arrive at the answer to the last bit beta, projected net profit. Projected net profit के लिए beta, you will have to start with your operating profit. How much is your operating profit? 6,75,000. From that, can we deduct interest? Interest beta is on 10 lakh rupees 7.5%. 75,000. Deduct that, guys, and write the profit. 6 lakhs. Done with all the bits. From 6,75,000, guys, you're going to deduct the amount of interest, and that will give us the amount of profit. Are we clear, guys? Are you pick? Are we all done with this, guys? 15th question. Sorry, 16th question, guys. Question number 16. It is an exact copy of what we did in the class, guys. NV Industries is a manufacturing industry which manages its accounts receivables internally by its sales and credit department. It supplies small articles to different industries. The total sales ledger of the company stands at 200 lakhs, out of which 80% is credit sales. The question is related to factoring, guys, so only credit sales will be relevant. As of now, the credit sales are 160 lakhs. The company has a credit policy of 2 by 10 net 120, 2 by 40 net 120. Past experience of the company has been that on an average, out of the total 50% customers avail of discount and the balance of the receivables are collected on an average, guys, in 120 days. So 50% beta pay in 40 days and the balance 50% pay in 120 days. What will be your average collection period? 50% of 40 plus 50% of 120. समझ में आ रहा है गुरु? Average collection period beta will be 80 days. The finance controller estimated bad debt losses will be around 1% of credit sales. With escalated costs associated with the in-house management of the data, coupled with the need to unburden the management with the task so as to focus on sales promotion, CFO is examining the possibility of outsourcing its factoring service for managing its receivables. Currently we spend 2,40,000. पूरा explanation दे दिया बेटा current क्या क्या कर रहा है वो. How much is the credit sales, how much is the average collection period, how much is the bad debt losses, how much is the credit administration cost. These are avoidable as a factoring firm is prepared to buy the firm's receivables. By default, guys, administration cost avoidable or unavoidable? Avoidable, guys. The main elements of the proposal are: it will charge a 2% commission, it will pay advance against receivables to the firm at an interest rate of 18% after withholding 10% as reserve. Also, company has an option of taking long-term loan at 15% interest or may take bank finance at 14% interest. You were also present at the meeting. Being a financial consultant, the CFO has asked you to be ready with the following questions. Exact same question class में किए थे बेटा, but answers match नहीं होने वाले. What's the reason? I'll tell you. Class वाले question के answers दूसरे ICM से answer match होते, ये वाले नहीं होते. But anyway, start guys. You know what is to be done. First thing that you will do better is compute average collection period, compute the net amount of advance that we are receiving from the customer, guys, and then beta compute. Perfect. This should not take much time, guys. %50 beta pay in 10 days and the balance, sorry, 40 days beta. And balance 50% beta pay in 120 days. Therefore, guys, your average collection period will be equal to 50% of 40 plus 50% of 120, guys. And that beta will be equal to 80 days. It will be 50% of 40 and 50% of 120, guys. Now, guys, इसके बाद में बेटा you will compute net amount of advance. Compute करना आता है net amount of advance. We got the exact same values in the class, beta. If you try to recall, वही 35 lakhs, 55,556 and all of that. Write the average receivable beta first. Average receivable, guys, will be equal to total amount कितना था बेटा 160 lakhs multiplied by 200 lakhs का 80% बेटा is your credit sale. उसका 80 divided by, did they give 360 days वाला point in the end? So into 80 divided by 360. Yes, answer कितना आया 35 lakhs 55,556. Are they giving us the entire amount or is there a reserve portion here? Reserve. How much is the reserve that they are withholding? You will take 10% of this, but 3,55,556. How much is the amount of commission that they are charging? 2%. This 2%, guys, will be on the net amount or on the gross receivable? Gross receivable. 71,111. ये net difference बोल बेटा अभी. 880. This is on this amount beta that they're going to charge interest. What is the interest rate? Into 18% beta into 80 divided by 360. 150. This will become net amount of advance beta. Minus करना है, add नहीं करना है. हाँ 30 lakhs 30 lakhs 13,000 3,000 वो 1,25,000 है और 31,28 है वही सोच रहा हूँ बेटा हाँ 30 lakhs 3,733 guys perfect so we got the answer to the first bit and the second bit guys average receivable is 35 lakhs 55,556 and the net amount of advance beta is 30 lakhs 3,733 once you do this beta what is the next step compute guys all of you compute what is the amount of expense and net saving guys yes beta have you all done there's no need to discuss for these questions guys arrive at the amount of net saving net cost savings in cost of funds nahi aayega guys if you're presenting that also better then you're directly presenting the answer on a net basis that will not come if the requirement is to compute effective cost of factoring as such guys you will have to directly stop at that point effective cost of factoring में savings in cost of funds आता only if there's a change in collection period otherwise savings in cost of funds आता ही नहीं वो तो लेता ना बेटा पूरे हाँ what is our net expenditure guys of factoring you can directly present the answer on a per annum basis केशव कितना है बेटा commission guys I can directly write commission as 160 lakhs in the entire year into 2% but that'll be 3 lakh 20,000 how much was the interest that they charge guys for 80 days 1,25,156 you can write into 360 by 80 guys or you can also write 35 lakhs 55,556 into 18% directly 5 lakh 200 if you take 35 lakhs 55,556 beta multiply by 18% वो आंसर मैच होता है बेटा परफेक्ट मैच होता है 8,83,200 this is the answer to the third bit guys but now we will have to also take savings how much is the saving and bad debts guys savings and bad debts पूरे साल के लिए कर रहे हैं बेटा 160 lakhs multiplied by 1% 1,60,000 saving and credit administration cost 2,40,000 any other saving cash discount this is what they did not consider guys all of their answers are without cash discount this is the only question here but same question beta elsewhere they considered so इसीलिए I'm not changing the answer that we are writing beta I will be changing the options itself stating that those options are incorrect समझ में आ रहा है saving and cash discount guys 160 lakhs के कितने percentage लोग बेटा were availing cash discount 50% on that how much cash discount are we giving 2% so that is 1% on the entire amount 1,60,000 total savings कितने हो गए 5,60,000 what will be your net cost 3,23,200 percentage terms of it will be 3,23,200 divided by 30 lakhs 3,733 if you remember we got the exact same answer in the class guys we compared it with bankers interest of 14% and then decided what is better The net cost is 3,23,200 guys, and the percentage terms में the answer should be 10.76%. Yes kids, are we all done? वहां पे बेटा मटेरियल में लिखना गाइस. This answer guys 4,83,200 and कितना है अपन को 3,23,200 and this 16.09% की जगह क्या लिखोगे बेटा 10.76%. नहीं आता बेटा. ये जो क्वेश्चंस ऑफ मॉक टेस्ट पेपर्स आरटीपीज रहते हैं ना तो टोटली डिफरेंट. अभी एग्जाम के क्वेश्चंस देता हूँ एकदम बेकार है एमसीक्यूज. बट वी विल स्टिल हैव टू डू इट. वी कैन नॉट नेग्लेक्ट देम. If they give, they'll give correct options only. Because once it comes in the examination, the question has to be properly vetted. They cannot just give like that, no. It is solved. They have to check the answers first and then give the question. Anyways, guys, are we all done with it, beta? When will this 4,83,200 be the answer? If cash discount is not considered as a saving, beta, only then the answer is 4,83,200. Are we clear? वो भी लिखना है तो लिख लेना बेटा. That 4,83,200 is the answer if cash discount is not considered as saving. 4,83,200 is the answer, guys, if cash discount is not considered as saving. Are we clear, guys? Cash discount better will not be considered if जो भी guys. Next question, guys, 17th one. Nice question again. Question number 17, guys. This is a combination of factoring, guys, as well as working capital requirement. एक बार requirement देख लेते बेटा. First 3 bits and then let's come back to the question. They're asking us to compute anticipated profit before tax, estimated current assets requirement, net working capital requirement. उसके बाद में बेटा annualized cost of the two options and what will be the maximum permissible bank finance. Remember maximum permissible bank finance? Tandon committee, guys. Now, Armour LLP is a new established startup dealing in manufacture of a revolutionary product, HDHMR, which is a substitute to conventional wood and plywood. It is an economical substitute for manufacture of furniture and home furnishing. It has been asked by a venture capitalist for an estimated amount of funds required for setting up plant and also the amount of circulating capital required. That is working capital required. Circulating capital is nothing but working capital. A consultant hired by the entity has advised that the cost of setting up the plant would be 5 crore rupees. And it will require 1 year to make the plant operational. The anticipated revenue and cost numbers are as follows. Remember guys, this is new operations. There will not be any opening stocks. Units to be sold are 3 lakh square meters. Selling price of each square meter beta is 1000 rupees. Raw material cost is 200 per square meter. Labor cost is 50 rupees. Labor hours per square meter is 3 hours. Cash manufacturing overheads are 75 rupees. Machine hours per square meter. Selling and credit administration cost. Being a new product in the industry, the firm will have to give a longer credit period of 3 months to its customers. It will maintain a stock equal to 15% of annual consumption. Based on the negotiation with the creditors, the payment period has been agreed to be 1 month from the date of purchase. The entity will hold finished goods equal to 2 months of units to be sold. All other expenses are to be paid 1 month in arrears. Cash and bank balance to the tune of 25 lakhs required is to be maintained. Full stop. आगे का बाद में पढ़ेंगे. Not relevant. This is the information that is relevant, guys, for solving the first three bits. It's like a normal working capital question. Whenever it's the first year of operations, guys, we first write that opening stocks are not equal to. You will have to compute how much is the closing stock of finished goods. That will determine, guys, how many units are to be produced. Work in progress, thankfully, है नहीं question में. दिखा क्या work in progress कहीं नहीं है. So using that, beta, you're going to get number of units produced. Using number of units produced, you will have to present your cost statement. And then from that, you can deduct your closing stock of finished goods, guys. Once you do that, guys, you will also have to compute raw material ka closing stock. That will tell us how much is the amount of raw material purchases. Are you getting the point? Yaad aaya kuch? Opening stocks, beta, will not be equal to your closing stocks. Let's start, guys. First year of operations. Opening stocks will not be equal to, opening stocks that are all 0. Number of units to be sold कितना है बेटा? Number of units to be sold 3 lakh square meters. Finished goods stock कितने month का है? 2 months. In units it will be 3 lakhs into. So number of units to be produced beta will be equal to 3 lakhs 50,000. Can you now present the cost statement based on this? I'll wait for a minute beta. Yes, guys. Did you present the cost statement based on 3 lakh 50? Devyani, done with raw material consumption, wages, overheads. Once you add cash overheads, beta, let us not forget that you'll have to value closing stock and then write cost, cash cost of goods sold, and then add selling and distribution expenses. केशव, रॉ मटेरियल कंज्यूम कितना आया? 700 lakhs. Add wages to that बेटा. तो आंसर्स के बारे में कॉन्फिडेंट क्यों नहीं रहता यार? देखो आता तो फिर भी नहीं लिखता, तो बस वेट करते रहता. इट्स ओके टू स्ट्राइक समटाइम्स. मेन एग्जाम में देखो खुद से करना पड़ेगा, मालूम है ना. Raw material consumed, guys, is 3.5 lakhs, guys, multiplied by how much, guys, per square meter? 200. So that'll become 700 lakhs. wages beta is for each square meter beta how many hours do we need? 3 hours at the rate of how much per hour? 50 rupees per hour. 150 rupees per hour guys multiplied by 3.5 lakhs. 525 lakhs. Cash manufacturing overheads guys are 75 rupees per machine hour. And for each square meter we need how many machine hours? 2. So even that beta is 150 rupees per square meter. So 525. How much will be the sum total of this beta? इसको हम लोग बोलेंगे कैश कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन. हाँ या ना गाइस? कैश कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन बेटा is 1750. From this beta I will deduct closing stock of finished goods. How do I value closing stock of finished goods? 1750 is the cost of 3,50,000 square meters. What will be the proportionate cost of 50,000 square meters? 250. This will become cash cost of goods sold. Sales नहीं बेटा. Cash cost of goods sold guys. उसके बाद में बेटा what do we have? Selling and administration overheads. Selling and admin overheads guys are what amount better? So 3 lakh multiplied by 250 per square meter. 3 lakh ही ना sales हाँ. 750. This will become 2,240. This is cash cost of sales guys. What is your total sales value beta? 3 lakh multiplied by 1,000 square. 1,000 ही है ना? हाँ. 3,000 lakhs. Profit beta will be 750. This profit is not correct but I cannot help it beta. Depreciation ignored as details are not given. Depreciation will not be considered guys for computing working capital, but it should be considered guys for computing profit. So we are ignoring depreciation for profit as details are not given. And answer anyway 750 hai. First bit ka answer guys is 750 lakhs. This will be the answer guys. Now using this you're going to present your working capital requirement. Use this guys to arrive at your working capital requirement beta. सबको यहाँ तक आया गाइस? वर्किंग कैपिटल कर रहे हो बेटा? They've given us raw material का stock guys. पहले वो purchases के भी details नीचे लिख लेंगे बेटा. Creditors for raw material के पास जो वही लिख लेंगे. Working capital requirement. Can you write details of all the inventories guys on the current assets? Raw material stock beta is equal to annual consumption into how much percentage are we holding? Annual consumption into 15%. What was your annual consumption beta? 700 lakhs into 15%. I'm writing the answer in lakhs beta. That will become 105. Finished goods stock, best part we have already computed in the statement only guys. How much is finished goods? 250. There's no work in progress beta. Next debtors. Debtors को credit period कितना दे रहे बेटा अपन? So this will be cash cost of sales guys into 3/12. Cash cost of sales is 2250 multiplied by 3 by 12. 562.5. Cash balance that we would want to maintain is 25 lakhs. एक बार ऐड कर बेटा यहाँ तक 942.5. This is the answer to the second bit, guys. Second bit says estimated current assets requirement. Now, guys, current liabilities. First one beta is creditors for raw material. इतना याद रखना बेटा, अपना कंजम्पशन कितना है 700. Closing stock of raw material beta is 105. Opening stock is 0. So what will be your purchases? You will compute creditors for raw material, guys, based on a purchase of 805. Creditors for raw material, guys, should be computed on the basis of 805. What is the credit period that we are getting, beta? Only 1 month. 805 into 1 by 12, guys. How much will that be? 67.083. Now, guys, you will have to compute outstanding expenses also. वो भी दिया हुआ है ना question में. All other expenses to be paid 1 month in arrears. That will include, guys, wages, manufacturing overheads, selling and distribution overheads. You can just club all of them better and write outstanding expenses. Wages plus manufacturing overheads plus selling and distribution overheads, guys, into 1 divided by 12. हो गया? Take all the other expenses, guys, and deduct. You will get that better. Outstanding expenses. This is 1 month in arrears. Because it is 1 month in arrears, better, I'm going to write outstanding wages, outstanding overheads. अपना total wages कितना है बेटा for the year? Wages for the year are 525. Manufacturing overheads are 5. Selling and distribution overheads. All of this put together better. 1800 into 1 by 12. Your total of liabilities beta is 217.083. What will be the amount of net working capital? $721.417, guys, will be the amount of net working capital. That's the answer to the third question, guys. 725, guys, 0.417. डाउट है बेटा कुछ देखो ऐसे बस अच्छा वो तेरे को देख रहा था तो उसको देख रहा था फिर आंखों में आंखें मिल गई हर एक चीज में कंप्लेन करता खुद ही शुरू करता तू शुरू करे नहीं करा उसको देखने तो पलटा कौन तो किसको देखने के लिए पलटा ठीक है जान दे एक्सप्लेन कर हाँ किसको देखने के लिए Yes, guys, are we all done with this? Did you all get the amount of working capital, guys? 725.417. Vijay ho gaya. Next part, guys. The entity is also considering reducing the working capital requirement, guys, by either of two options. The first option, guys, is to engage. Sorry. reducing the credit period to customers by a month, which will lead to reduction in sales by 5%. There are two things that you will have to compute here, guys. What is the reduction in profitability because of that reduced sales? And then what is the reduction in investment in debtors? Because of which, guys, how much are you going to save? ठीक है? Engaging with the factor for managing the receivables, who will charge a commission of 2% of invoice value and will also advance 65% of receivables at 12% per annum. When they mention will advance 65% of receivables, guys, directly 65%. ये question class में किए थे ना अपन. यहाँ पे बेटा commission भी नहीं, कुछ भी नहीं. वहाँ पे at least बेटा he said that he will deduct a reserve of so much, guys, and then commission. उसके बाद में he said he will advance net 80%. यहाँ पे will directly write into 65%. You take commission as an expenditure, no doubt about it, guys. You take interest as an expenditure, but directly arrive at the amount of advance better at 65% of your average receivable. This will lead to savings in administration and bad debts cost to the extent of 20 lakhs and 16 lakhs respectively. This is the requirement for the fourth bit. बाकी का आगे बाद में पढ़ेंगे. Fourth bit देखो बेटा, it says annualized cost of two options for reducing working capital is. Fourth and fifth bit, guys, are good here. Please mark them so that you revise them. Both the bits are good, guys. Pay attention, guys. दो ऑप्शन बता रहा है बेटा फोर्थ बिट में. Option 1, guys, is reduce credit period by beta by 1 month. If you reduce credit period by 1 month, guys, your existing investment in debtors is how much, guys? You've already computed that in the above statement. It will be cost of sales, guys, into 3 months by 12 months. हाँ या ना बेटा? So that is 2250 into 3 divided by 12, 500 and your revised investment in debtors, guys, will be equal to, you can just pay attention, copy later, guys, and that beta would be 2250 into 2 months by 12 months. Why 2 by 12 beta? We are reducing it by 1 month. So how much will that become? What is the reduction in investment in debtors? Reduction in investment in debtors beta is 100 and ऐसा सोचो बेटा, our investment is freeing up to the extent of 187.5. अपन को 187.5 मिल रहे हैं, but because of reduction, loss of profit is because of reduction, loss of profit. What is your existing profit? 750 lakhs ka 5%. We do not know how much is fixed portion, how much is variable portion. There's no way better that you do it. And anyways, every expenditure, guys, is given on a per unit basis. Right from selling and distribution overheads, guys, to cash manufacturing overheads. They did not write per machine hour, per unit. So everything beta is variable. So how much is 750 lakhs ka 5%? We are losing out on a profit of 37.5 lakhs, guys, by reducing our investment in debtors by 187.5. Our cost beta in percentage is 37.5 is your indirect cost of freeing up 187.5 lakhs investment. I'm losing out on a profit, matlab, isn't that my cost, guys? How much is this? हाँ बेटा, why am I not getting the answer? हाँ savings in नहीं, अपना existing interest rate दिया हुआ ही नहीं है बेटा. एक second बेटा, let me read the question. We are reducing the credit period to customers by a month. By a month only. We are not revising the credit period as such better to 1 month. Reduction as such, guys, there is only 1 month. Our existing cost of investment is एक second बेटा. Oh yes, guys. What is your existing cost of sales, guys? Existing cost of sales is 2,250 lakhs. What will be your revised cost of sales? They are going to reduce by How much will that be, guys? 2000. Based on this, we will compute two datas. But existing investment and datas would be 2250 lakhs के basis पे into 312, which we got correct, beta 562.5. What will be your revised investment and datas, guys? Revised investment and datas, guys, will be 2137.5 lakhs into 2 divided by 12. 356.25. What is your reduction in debtors? 206.25 lakhs. What is your reduction in profit? That will be same, guys. 37.5. 750 lakhs, guys, multiplied by 5%. 30. Now, guys, what is your percentage cost? 37.5 lakhs divided by 206.25 lakhs. 18.18. Are we clear, guys? There's only one option with 18.18. So the other answer beta has to be how much? 16.92. Now, are we all clear about this, guys? Option 2 भी कर लूँ बेटा पहले ही, या वो साथ में ही करेंगे, वो तो easy है. Copy this, guys. Factoring वाला part is pretty simple, guys. Nothing complicated there. अपन anyways cost per annum ही करने वाले हैं ना. Even if you take in advance that amount, but अपन effective cost तो per annum cost पे ही करते हैं ना बेटा. Average receivables is for that 30-day periods or for 60-day period, but overall year में it will anyways be for the total receivable. Invoice value doesn't make a difference. It is still on the average entire amount of receivable in the entire year. हाँ, वो तो डेटार्स का सेल्स वैल्यू पे ही आएगा ना. एडवांस अमाउंट तो फैक्टरिंग है बेटा ये. यस गाइस. फैक्टरिंग ट्राई कर. डायरेक्टली बेटा अमाउंट ऑफ एडवांस रिसीव्ड इज एवरेज रिसीवेबल इनटू 65%. उसको बोलना निकाल के देता. सीरियसली, व्हाट इज दैट यू वांटेड? यस गाइस. Tell me beta, what is the amount, guys, under factoring, guys? हाँ बेटा. Factoring में, guys, why are we not talking about deducting interest in advance or anything, beta? Do not deduct interest in advance. Interest in advance, guys. As wording used is what? As wording beta is 65% of receivable. Are we clear, guys? We did a question, guys, like this in the class already. What is your, now this will be on sale value, guys, not on cost of sales. You will not go and tell the factoring, forget our profit, give me only on cost. Sale value, guys, into 3 by 12. 3,000 lakhs into 3 by 12 beta. 750 lakhs. What will be the advance amount? Advance amount will be 750 lakhs ka 65% beta. 487.5 lakhs. Now can you compute the amount of commission and the amount of interest in a year, guys? मोहित कोई आया एक बात देख बाहर. How much is the amount of advance receivable beta? 487.5. Can you arrive at the net amount, guys? कोई नहीं है, मेरे को लगा शायद. आजा. हाँ. Are we all done with this? Guys, what is your net cost beta? First cost mein guys I will write commission, guys. In the entire year, guys, will commission be payable on the entire amount? कितना beta वो? 3,000 lakhs into percentage? 2%. How much will that be, guys? 60 lakhs. उसके बाद में beta interest, guys. Can I directly write 487.5 lakhs multiplied by 12% for the entire year? You can write into 3 by 12 first and then write into 12 by 3 again to annualize it. How much will this be, guys? 58 point. Whoever is writing into 3 by 12, remember again to annualize the amount, you will have to write into. अरे तो आ गए वापस पूजा, तबीयत ठीक हो गई. 58.5, guys. Total amount is 118.5. From this you will deduct savings, guys. How much are we saving, guys, in administration cost? 20 lakhs. Bad debts में कितना save कर रहे हैं बेटा? 16 lakhs. कितना हो जाएगा net amount? अभी आंसर मैच नहीं हुआ तो तुम्हारे को मारूंगा मैं. 82.5 lakhs. Percentage terms, guys, we are incurring 82.5 lakhs to receive 487.5 lakhs in advance. 16.923%, guys. Are we clear about this? You should not deduct interest in advance, as the wording is 65% of receivable beta, and then this is the answer. Average receivable is 750 lakhs. Advance that we are receiving is 487.5. Under which, guys, cost is 118.5. Savings, guys, are 20 and 16. अभी नहीं हुआ क्वेश्चन, और एक बिट है. Permissible credit. He's defined beta. कितना permissible है बल्कि we will not have to do it. He's only given us. खड़खड़ा खड़खड़ा खड़खड़ा. Yes, guys. Last bit beta. दिल्ली में तो आंधी आई सो है. दिल्ली में आंधी आई सो है. लोगों की परवाह कर बेवकूफ, अपना अपना घर संभाल रही बस. Fifth bit, guys. The entity is also considering funding a part of working capital beta by bank loan. For this purpose, guys, bank has stipulated that it will grant 75% of net current assets as advance against working capital. Net current assets मतलब क्या, guys? Working capital. Net current assets are current assets minus. So you already computed working capital, guys, in which bit? Third bit. Can you take third bit का answer and multiply by 75%? Why? आगे का कंप्यूट नहीं भी करे तो चलता बेटा. एक आंसर मैच हो गया तो. There's only one answer बेटा that matches with that 5,44,000. Yes or no, guys? But we should still know how to compute the balance, guys. The bank has quoted 16.5% rate of interest with a condition of opening a current account with it, which will require 10% of loan amount to be average minimum balance. Very nice bit, guys. You should tell me what is the amount of interest rate, guys. Effective cost. What will be the amount of effective cost, guys, under the last option? Neil, 18th question बेटा. Last bit. आया आंसर आया. I know guys जहाँ पे 18.33 है वो देख के बोलो ना को. So that the answer is 18.33% बोल के. Yes बेटा 17th question last bit. आंसर आया क्या? So देखो आंसर पूछे तो सर आप क्वेश्चन नंबर रॉन्ग बोले कहते. आप 18 बोल रहे, इट इज 17th वन कहते. जल्दी बोल बेटा वरना कार्तिक आंसर बोल देगा. ओ कार्तिक आंसर. It's pretty simple guys. Last bit, pay attention. If loan amount is 100, pay attention beta. Balance to be kept with bank is how much? Balance to be kept with bank beta is 10%, that is 10 rupees. So what is your funds beta? Utilizable funds. You can only utilize 90. But interest will be payable on 100. Interest will be payable on 100. So interest amount guys will be equal to, वो loan amount exact लेके complicate कर लो या फिर 100 rupees लो बेटा, आंसर वही आता. 100 into 16.5% guys, 16.5 rupees. Therefore, your effective cost beta is, you are actually incurring an interest of 16.5 to get a fund of, this will be 18 point, this is the answer. समझ में आया नहीं आया guys? Though the loan amount is 100, we are going to get only 90 rupees guys, and you are still paying interest on 100. I give you examples like this beta starting में. Remember I told you if I give you a loan of 1000 rupees, but I tell you that I will retain 900 with me, but I will still charge interest on 1000. याद आया नहीं आया? Same way beta. Copy guys. Loan amount beta here will be equal to what percentage? 75% of net current assets. That is working capital. %75 of 7 crore 25 lakhs 41,667. वो आंसर चेक करें ना, एग्जैक्ट आया ना, 544,06,250. This is the answer to the last bit guys. Are you all done with this? Online students, I hope you're all done with this question beta. इसके जो इसमें प्रिंट नहीं हुए वो अलग से, मैं बोला ना कल थोड़े क्वेश्चंस प्रिंट नहीं हुए बोल के. दो ही है इसमें, दो बड़े 6 छोटे. Next question guys, if you're all done with this, did you mark the last 2 bits guys? Both the bits are good, better do practice them. Next guys, Samvar Limited, Swayamvar नहीं है बेटा वो. It is a leading FMCG company having its current presence in more than 150 tier 1 and tier 2 cities in India. The stores are operating in the brand name of GoMart, competing with Reliance Fresh, Walmart, Big Bazaar and other chains. Owing to the increase in demand from tier 3 and rural areas, it is planning for massive expansion and is contemplating to open up additional 50 stores which will have variety of FMCG products. The CFO and his team has estimated that the funds needed for massive expansion would be 200 lakhs per store. Such funds would be utilized for buying out a space, setting up a store, buying the other required fixed assets. Central government will provide a revenue subsidy. It is not a capital subsidy. It's a revenue subsidy of 15% on gross profit if the overall cost of capital doesn't exceed 10%. यहाँ तक बेटा वो 200 lakhs वाला point. The number of stores are not relevant because the calculations required later beta are not based on total number of stores. It is based on per store. So you just have to remember that the investment required per store is 200 lakhs. Government will give us a subsidy of 15% of gross profit every year in case our cost of capital is less than. Apart from the above, CFO and his team require an estimate on the additional capital needed for the smooth running of fixed assets and its daily operations. Working capital requirement. Based on their market research, they have collected the other information for each store, which is as follows. Average sales would be 120 lakhs per annum with a GP margin of 18%. Customers pay through different digital modes and channels, including point of sale systems, that is debit and credit cards, which generally takes approximately 9 days for the funds to get credited in the bank account. 15% of the customers use debit and credit cards to make the payment. Installing a POS system comes with a fee of 2% of total sales through POS. This point is relevant to compute two things. One is the fees that is payable, guys, for point of sale service. The other one, guys, is for computing investment and debtors. Our investment and debtors as such, guys, will be blocked for a period of 9 days, that too only on 15% of the overall sales. The remaining people, guys, are not using that point of sale system, so you're going to get the amount immediately. Are we clear? Only for point of sale as such, guys, you're going to get the amount in how many days? 9 days. So 2 points relevant here. One is 9 days. The other one beta is the fee that is payable for these services. Being an FMCG outlet, inventories of multiple products need to be kept. Different products have different storage periods. However, primarily products are classified into 3 broad categories: durable, semi-durable and perishable. Perishable comprises of 60% of sales, semi-durable 25%, balance is for durable products. Inventory storage period for perishable, semi-durable and durable products are going to be 10 and 30 and 60 days respectively. Suppliers of all of these products will provide an average period of 30 days credit. So this point is relevant for computing inventories and for computing creditors. दोनों इसमें आ गया है. They've given us what proportion of sales beta is from each category, and for each category what is the inventory holding period. Yes or no? Each store will employ about 20 personnel of a different hierarchy, and monthly average salaries to staff for each store is estimated at 4 lakhs per month. Companies will pay employees due on the first of each month. This is to compute outstanding salaries. The worst part beta is that they did not consider this part anywhere in computing their cost of sales. So जब COGS की बात आई, they considered directly 85% because our 82% because our gross profit margin is, yes or no? They considered that 82% for computing creditors for suppliers. If they are including that 82% for computing creditors for suppliers, that means they are not including wages. But they considered wages separately as outstanding. So ये सब questions are, they try to frame a question, guys, and they end up complicating the entire thing. So we will do it now. You are not supposed to revise it one day before the examination because there's no sense. एक जो दो important part है बेटा वो refer कर लेंगे बस. Next, someone decides to keep optimum cash balance in hand as suggested by Baumel's model, EOQ model. Excess cash balance, if any, will be invested in marketable securities, which will generate a return of 12% per annum. So opportunity cost per rupee per annum will be 0.12. The total disbursement for the year is estimated at 1.5 lakhs per month. अब वापस देखो, this has no relevance to the other questions. ऊपर तुम लोग बोल रहे हो अपना annual sale is 120 lakhs. ऊपर तुम लोग बोल रहे हो monthly salaries are 4 lakhs. नीचे आगे तुम लोग बोल रहे हो हमारा महीने का खर्चा कैश में 1.5 लाख है. Are you trying to get the point, guys? मतलब you have to look at information in isolated parts. Do not try to relate the information, guys, because there's absolutely no relation between them. When bloody your total sales is 120 lakhs and your GP margin is 18%, beta, you deduct that your annual disbursements will be in the range of 90 lakhs. 92.4, जो भी accurate value आ रहा है बेटा, 97, 98. Are you getting the point, guys? But यहाँ पे आके तुम लोग बोल रहे हो that the monthly expenditure is only 1.5 lakh. Guys, disbursements are nothing but your payments throughout the year, guys. Your payments throughout the year will be based on your operating expenses. Are you clear? Anyways, we will have to take this information and compute the amount of optimum cash balance. Next. The optimum capital structure with debt equity ratio of 2:1 has been proven ideal for raising finance, and company wishes to follow the same pattern for additional funds required for each store. Trade credit can also be utilized for financing the expansion needs. The cost of raising debt and equity for each store is as per the slabs as under. वो खुद ही बोल रहा है बेटा is as per the slab. That means up to 80 lakhs. वो explanation भी दे रहा है ताकि तुम लोग confuse ना हो ना. It can raise debt at 10% and equity at 12.5%. Above 80 lakhs matlab for the excess requirement it will be 11.5% and 13.5%. For the excess requirement it will be 12% and 14%. So I will have to divide, guys, my total capital required into these three parts. Based on the above details, calculate for each store what is the optimum cash balance, what is the gross working capital and net working capital, what will be the amount of total funds needed, what will be the overall cost for raising additional funds, and what will be the amount of revenue subsidy granted by the central government. See, guys, you can definitely, pick up optimum cash balance. Acha hai. Computing overall cost of capital is good in this question as such, guys. Computing the amount of revenue subsidy is good, but wo jo dusre bit se beta gross working capital and net working capital, because they're based on weird assumptions. We will solve the entire question, get the exact answer as such, guys, but then remember, वही बोल रहा हूँ कि information is not correlated. Are we clear? Let us concentrate on the first bit, guys, which is computing optimum cash balance. इसके लिए तो पूरा question पढ़ने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. That one small paragraph is sufficient. ऊपर जो दिया हुआ बेटा, that we plan to keep our optimum cash balance based on which model? Baumol's model. Can we start that, guys? Question number 18. ठीक है, guys? How do you compute, guys, optimum cash balance as per Baumol's model? What is the formula, guys? Root over 2 UP by S. UP in the north, S in the south. याद है बेटा? 2 times of annual disbursement. क्या हुआ, क्या पूछता उसको तो? हाँ, तो यूपीएससी में चले गया था, ऐसे याद रखा तो. देख लो बेटा मोहित को, अभी तुम लोग बाद में कहीं ना कहीं का आईएएस ऑफिसर बाबू बनने वाला है. Yes, guys, are we clear about this? 2 times of annual disbursement beta is 18 lakhs. Do not write 18, guys. Answer पूरा बिगड़ जाता, because square root of lakh is not 1000. Transaction cost beta is how much? 20 rupees divided by 0.12, guys. 24,495 करेक्ट है ना जो आया वहां पे? हाँ, एग्जैक्ट है, गाइस. Now, guys, this is the answer to the first bit, beta 24,495. To arrive at the answer to the second bit, guys, we will have to compute the entire amount. There are how many current assets, guys? Inventories, debtors, cash balance, We have computed cash, but frankly speaking, ये भी cash balance नहीं है guys. This is amount to be transferred. This is not the amount that you maintain. The amount that you maintain, beta, is half of this amount. याद है ना? Average cash balance. But anyways, guys, starting guys without yawning with inventories. Not you, beta Chandana. You continue yawning. Sales for the entire year, beta, is how much? 120 lakhs. Gross profit, guys, on this is how much? 18%. How much is your COGS? 98 point. Inventories जो है बेटा COGS, they have divided into three parts, guys. One is perishable, the other one is semi-durable, the third one बेटा is durable. Perishable के लिए बेटा you're going to write 98.4 lakhs. कितना percentage है बेटा ये? 98.4 lakhs into 60%. What is your inventory holding period for this? कितना बेटा? In a year, did they say 360 days or 365 guys? Into 10 by 365 guys. Next wala beta will be 98.4 lakhs into 25% guys into अरे हाँ रे एक सेकेंड guys, add a sentence within the question 360 days in a year. वरना बच्चे से आंसर भी मैच नहीं होता. 98.4 lakhs into 15% guys into 60 by 360. I do not want individual answers guys. I do not care about it. Please tell me the overall. क्या करना inventories अलग अलग लिख के बेटा. Assume 360 days in a year. Multiply and tell me the final answer guys. Six point. Now for computing debtors guys. Your cost of goods sold is still 98.4 lakhs. इसमें से cash sales and credit sales कितने? 85%. I don't care about that amount. I only care about credit sales. Credit sales is 15. Only 15% paid through POS, right? How much will that be, guys? 14 point. Now, guys, cost of sales, guys. Cost of credit sales will be cost of goods sold plus वो जो expenses है देखो बस point of sale expenses कितने वो 14.76. You will have to incur guys 120 lakhs का 15% पे कितना परसेंटेज है 2%. हाँ हाँ दोनों ऐड करके बोल दे मेरे को. दोनों अलग अलग बोल रहे क्या रहे 15.17 बोल रही है. एक बार चेक करो बेटा. दोनों का आंसर गलत है. 120 lakhs का 15% बेटा is 18 lakhs. 18 lakhs का 2% बेटा is 0.36. 0.36 plus 14.76 is 15.12 lakhs. Now your investment in debtors as such guys will be equal to 15.12 lakhs into 9 divided by 360. Investment in debtors beta will be 15.12 lakhs into 9 divided by 360. 0.378 lakhs. The commissions that you pay guys to these agencies are selling and distribution, selling expenses only. फाउंडेशन में जर्नल एंट्रीज के क्वेश्चन याद है बेटा. ऑल सेल्स दैट हैव अकर्ड थ्रू बैंक डेबिट कार्ड और क्रेडिट कार्ड देयर विल बी कमीशन ऑफ 1% पेएबल. There you learn better that do not reduce it from the sales value. Book that as commission separately. So that is considered as sales commission. Investment in debtors guys is 0.378. Debtors हो गया बेटा, inventories हो गया, cash balance आ चुका है. अभी क्या कंप्यूट करना है बेटा? Creditors. पुष्कर हो गया ये? क्या वहाँ आग सोच गई? नींद अभी खुली बेटा. पीछे सोनल चेक करते रहे, सो रहे क्या बच्चे बोल के. सो रहे तो बैट लेके सर पे मार डायरेक्ट. क्या हो, तबीयत खराब है पुष्कर? हाँ यस गाइस, आर यू ऑल डन विद इट? एसी बंद कर दो. अरे वो प्यार से उसको क्या पूछा, तबीयत खराब है, तुम लोग ज्यादा ही फ्री हो जा रहे. यस गाइस, नेक्स्ट वन गाइस इज क्रेडिटर्स गाइस. हो गया रे, ऊपर कंप्यूट कर लिए ऑप्टिमम कैश बैलेंस. अच्छा मैं लास्ट में लिखूंगा क्योंकि अभी एक्सप्लेनेशन चलते जा रहे हैं. लास्ट में आई राइट डाउन करंट एसेट्स एंड करंट लायबिलिटीज अगेन. तो यहीं पे टोटल कर दे रहा है? नहीं अभी लिख रहा हूँ गाइस. नाउ गाइस व्हाट इज योर कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड गाइस? 98.4 lakhs. How much is your closing stock guys? पाप लगेगा यार मेरे को. My great grandfather used to say guys, the worst sin that anyone can ever commit is waking up someone from sleep. Ultimately everyone in this world needs mental rest. If you're waking up someone from their sleep, you are creating you're committing the biggest sin. And socho, I got into a profession wherein I commit this sin every single day and with magnitude. Look at this, not just one person. हाँ, but I try to talk about the positive aspects. नींद क्यों आ रही है? शायद मेरे वैसे ही आ रही होंगी ना. Yes guys, घर पे बैठते तो थोड़ी सोते बेटा ये टाइम पे. Yes guys. Anyways beta, how much is the credit period guys? Credit hours guys for raw material 104.55 lakhs into 30 days. Value bol beta. Guys, stop talking. Mohit, you have a doubt beta, you can ask, otherwise leave the classroom. Karthik, एक बार बाहर आ बेटा. Once get up, both of you get up. Come out once. अरे बाहर आओ, जल्दी आओ. कार्तिक बाहर आ थोड़ा और. मोहित अंदर जा तू. जा तू, जाके बैठ तेरी जोरू के बाजू. हाँ अब बेटा आराम से बात करो, ठीक है? क्या तब से उसको कितना डिफिकल्टी हो रहा था मालूम है ना बात करने में? बेचारा बीच में कार्तिक मर रहा था तब से. क्या फालतू बात कर रहे हैं बोल के. हाउ मच इज योर इन्वेंटरीज गाइस? 6.15. हाउ मच आर योर डेटर्स? 0.378. कैश बैलेंस बेटा पॉइंट. अरे ये क्या पॉइंट्स में लिख रहे हैं? चल नहीं पूरा लिखना है. इन्वेंटरीज गाइस आर 6,15,000 बेटा. वो 0.24995 लिखने से अच्छा पूरा ही लिख लो ना यार. नेक्स्ट बेटा और क्या है? डेटार्स कितना बोले थे अभी? 37,000 and this is 24,495. Can you tell me the total amount of 6,70,000? This matches with the answer guys. Minus current liabilities guys. Trade payables कितने बेटा? 8,71,250. Outstanding wages. Wages are payable 1 month in advance. ये पॉइंट बाकी सब में क्यों नहीं आया सर? कॉस्ट ऑफ सेल्स, कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड सेल नहीं आया बस. नो रिलेवेंट टू द अदर पॉइंट्स. How much is your net working capital? नेगेटिव आएगा गाइस, आंसर में भी नेगेटिव ही है. 5,93,000 9 नेगेटिव. ప్రజ్ఞ అర్థమైందా? You have skill, but anyways, it's difficult to understand whether you're sleeping or reading the question. Keep it up. Proud of you. Now guys, Shabazz will explain us the next bit. हाँ. Guys, are we all done guys? अब मस्ती मजाक छोड़ो बेटा, we have to finish all of this. We are done with the second bit guys. Second bit में answer आ गया net working capital. Guys, the entire question is good only बेटा, except one part, वो salaries also should have been included somewhere in cost of sales. But it is not being included, that is why we are also ignoring it. They gave it as a separate point, we are writing it separately. या तो creditors for raw material गलत है, या salaries गलत है. Now guys, third bit guys, total funds beta. What was the gross investment in fixed assets guys? 200 lakhs. How much is your working capital beta now? Negative 5.93955. इनके हिसाब से नेट वर्किंग कैपिटल कितना है? 1,94,000 1 crore 94 lakhs 6,045. वही पूछा ना बेटा. द अमाउंट ऑफ टोटल फंड्स नीडेड टू सेट अप अ स्टोर. अरे यार, टोटल फंड्स बेटा. So you already know investment in fixed assets. We are adjusting net working capital. You will get total funds, guys. Now we will answer the fourth bit. Can you all try computing the fourth bit, guys? I'll just explain, guys. क्या करना है? You know that your capital requirement is how much now? 1,94 lakh. 1 crore 94 lakhs. Correct, guys? First 80 lakhs पे it is 10% and 12.5%. Next amount पे बेटा 70 lakhs पे, above 80 lakhs up to 150 lakhs it will be 11.5% and 13.5. balance 44 lakhs जो भी आ रहा है उस पे it will be 12% and 14%. but do not forget to adjust tax बेटा from debt and then take debt equity ratio as 2:1. can you try this? बार बार 2:2 नहीं बेटा, पहले इसका एवरेज कंप्यूट कर लो, उसके बाद में लास्ट में अमाउंट्स के बेसिस पे वी विल टेक एन एवरेज. दैट्स मच इजियर. First 80 lakhs का what is the overall cost of capital? Next 70 lakhs. Sorry guys. First 80 lakhs KD. ये देखो क्या स्पीड से लिखना भी शुरू कर दे रहे हैं. 10% into 1 minus tax rate 7.5%. And this beta will be KE 12.5%. KO beta debt equity ratio कितना बोला था ऊपर वो? 2:1. Can you compute KO for the first 80 lakhs? 7.5% guys into 2/3 plus 12.5% into 1/3. 9.1667%. Next 70 lakhs पे cost of debt beta is 11.5% into 1 minus 0.25. Cost of equity is 13.5. How much is that better? 11.5 into 0.75 guys. 8.66625%. वापस वही एवरेज लो बेटा. 8.625% into 2/3 plus 13.15% into 1/3. 10. बैलेंस 44,06,045 रुपीज पे. कॉस्ट ऑफ डेट बेटा वुड बी 9%. कॉस्ट ऑफ इक्विटी बेटा इज 14%. कैन यू कंप्यूट द एवरेज बेटा? 9% into 2/3 plus 14% into 1/3. 14 plus 18 32/3 बेटा 10.6667. करेक्ट ही बोला ना? 10.667. नाउ गाइस व्हाट विल यू डू बेटा? टेल मी. अपन को ओवरऑल कॉस्ट ऑफ कैपिटल चाहिए ना. So 9.1667% into 80 lakhs plus 10.25% into 70 lakhs plus 10.6667% into 44 lakh 6045 divided by 1 crore 94 lakh 6045. అర్థమైందా? Overall KO guys will be equal to 9.1667% into 80 lakhs into 44 lakh 6045 divided by 1 crore 94 lakh 6045. आंसर मैच नहीं हुआ तो आंसर चेंज कर दो. 9.89898, that is equal to 9.9%. Because our cost of capital is less than 10%, government will give a revenue subsidy of 15% of gross profit. Only 15% of gross profit. Can you mark that also, guys? Once you're done with that, beta, please start reading the next question. Yes, beta, have you all done? Last bit का आंसर क्या लिखोगे, guys? As KO is less than 10%, we will receive subsidy. We will receive subsidy, guys. Subsidy beta is equal to 15% of gross profit. Did we all compute gross profit in the first bit? 21.6 lakhs. So the amount of grant beta will be 3 lakhs 24,000. The amount of grant beta will be 3 lakhs 24,000. Yes, guys. Next question is very simple, beta. 2019. Next तीनों questions are very simple, very easy. They're all based on ratios. Good questions, guys. मैं वापस बोल रहा हूँ बेटा, एक दो questions case scenarios के weird आ रहे हैं. I no doubt about it, but that's not in the main exam, guys. That's all in MTP and RTP. You should not worry about those cases at all. In fact, once you're done with those questions now, you can also neglect them as such, but ignore it, except the parts that are relevant from that question. Are we clear? Now guys, question number 19 guys. Let's look at the requirement guys, क्योंकि ये same question class में कर चुके हैं बेटा अपन, वहाँ पे भी पहले require. I think we have the exact same question, या फिर ठीक है values अलग है. They've given us a detailed list of P&L guys and balance sheet guys. If you recall better, we have done the question. They've given us what are the industry standards guys for receivable turnover, inventory turnover, receivable turnover, payable turnover guys, inventory turnover and net asset turnover. The company has set certain standards for the upcoming year financial status. All the ratios are based on closing figures and financial statements. This is important. I made you mark there this also guys. That here ratios will not be based on average values. Ratios will be based on, yaad aa raha hai kuch? Please underline that here also guys. Ratios are based on closing figures guys and financial statements. They are not based on average values. Without meditation. So they've given us how much is equity share capital to reserves guys. These are all for the upcoming year better. They're not for the last year. They've given us how much is net profit ratio. Using all of those ratios guys, you will be able to answer the last bit. Pehle, should we concentrate on the first 3 bits guys, which is related to the previous year. Abhi dekho beta first bit. What is the inventory turnover ratio in days and whether the assertion of CFO is correct? Ek jara upar pad lete beta. Ek chota paragraph. RNOC Limited is a listed entity and has been facing a cash crunch since a while. The CFO is the opinion that excess stock maintained as per the instructions of the management is the reason for cash crunch. Agar CFO बोल रहा है excess stock, we will have to compare our inventory holding period with the industry average and then write a conclusion whether we are holding a higher inventory or a lesser inventory. So, what's the formula for inventory turnover ratio? Sales by COGS divided by average stock of goods. But instead of using average stock beta, here I'm going to use closing stock. Reason I already told you. Yes or no guys? Next, however, the management states that its product line requires larger amount of inventory due to greater variety of product line and customer may ask for any type of product. To maintain competitive advantage, the company should be able to cater to customer needs as and when required. The management is highly critical of the collection team as the management feels that they are not collecting the receivables within time as per industry standards. So एक जना रो रहा है कि inventory holding period बहुत ज़्यादा है, दूसरा रो रहा है कि receivables में गलती है, collection period is way too high. So guys, now we will directly attack the requirement rather than reading the entire question. First requirement is to compute inventory turnover. Remember, this is based on last year, not based on the current year. Can you go back to the financials and identify COGS better from the statement? Can we identify COGS guys? दिया हुआ है गाइस क्वेश्चन में, क्या कंप्यूट कर रहे हो? हेडिंग देखो, कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड 76 lakhs, sales minus 76 lakhs 40,000 guys is giving us the amount of what is the closing stock, वो भी यहीं पे guys, or you can pick up from the balance sheet also, your wish. 38 lakhs, balance sheet में भी उतना ही रहेगा guys. Closing stock is 38 lakhs 60,000. Yes or no guys? Can you divide COGS by closing stock and tell me how much is your inventory turnover ratio guys? Can you convert that into inventory holding period? 180, 184.4, that is approximately 185 days as specified in the question guys. Question में 185 days दिया हुआ है देखो. So is the CFO correct? Yes. Industry average कितना है बेटा inventory holding? 100 days. अपना holding period कितना है? 185. Are we maintaining excess stocks or are we maintaining lower stocks? Way too high stocks. So the CFO is right. Now let us look at the second bit also, then I'll give notes. साथ में लिखेंगे. Receivable turnover ratio guys. For receivable turnover ratio guys, you will have to take sales divided by the amount of receivables. How much are your sales guys? 1 crore 25 lakhs. Can you divide that by the amount of receivables? Receivables, guys, are 39 lakhs 97,000. How much is your receivable turnover ratio? Can you convert that into holding period, collection period? 116.7. Answer beta is 117 days. What is the industry average for receivables turnover? 90 days. Industry as a whole is collecting the amount in 90 days, but we are collecting the amount in 117 days. Yes or no, kids? समझ में आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है बेटा? Next, guys. Third bit. What is the expense company needs to incur for earning 1 rupee of revenue in the last year? When they say expense company needs to incur for earning 1 rupee of revenue, guys, they're talking about operating ratio. Please mark that as important. Operating ratio. Operating ratio, guys, is your overall cost of sales, guys. Look at the revenue statement, guys. You know your operating profit is 19.5 lakhs, guys. You know that your revenue is 125 lakhs. Can you take the difference? You should not adjust non-operating item and non-operating expenses, guys. You should only take operating profit. How much is 125 lakhs minus 19.5 lakhs? Why not divide that by 125 lakhs? Ho gaya. Point. Mark the bit as important, guys. This indirectly means beta that what is the amount of expenditure, operating ratio that we are incurring. Are we clear? Next, guys. The next two bits are in relation to the next year, for which beta we will have to take projections into consideration. Are you all clear about the first three bits? Yes or no? लिखवाऊं या छोड़ दो? हाँ? दो bits कौन से नए? बेटा वो तो क्लास में भी किए थे projections. Of course, class में main was projections for the next year. We presented the entire thing. Anyways, guys, let's start with the first 19th question, guys. First three bits, three questions, guys, in respect of last year. First three bits are in respect of last year. Your inventory turnover beta is equal to COGS divided by closing stock. COGS beta was 76 lakhs, 78 lakhs. 76 lakhs 40,000 divided by closing stock was 38 lakhs 60,000. एक 4 decimal point तक बोलना बेटा आंसर. 9793 times 92 times. Inventory holding period beta is 360 days दिया हुआ है नहीं ना 365 पे ही करें ना तुम लोग 365 days divided by 1.9793. Ratios में बेटा they do not specify 360. Majority of the questions were 365 days only. It was only in working capital that they specified 360 days. 100 and approximately 185 days. What is the industry average, guys? Industry average for inventory period beta is 100 days. Therefore, CFO is correct. CFO is correct beta. हाँ क्या बोल रहा कि next, guys, after this receivables, guys, you will have to compute receivable turnover. This is the answer to the first bit, guys. Receivable turnover, guys, will be sales divided by closing debtors. Sales कितना था 125 lakhs. Debtors बेटा were 39 lakhs 97,000. Ratio बेटा 1 to collection period, guys, will be equal to 365 days divided by 3.1273 times 116.117. इसके बाद में ना बेटा उस टाइम में क्लास के क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करना बहुत इजी हो जाता. मतलब एटलीस्ट रिवीजन हो गया बोल के। इंडस्ट्री एवरेज कितना है बेटा ये 90 days। कोई क्या कल एफएम घर जाके industry average is 90 days guys, so is the management correct? Management is correct, CFO is correct, both of them should die। लड़ लो बेटा, मतलब whoever wins should decide what should be implemented। We have one more bit guys, expense ratio, मतलब what are they talking about? Operating ratio। Operating ratio guys can be written as 1 minus operating profit, or you can also write cost of sales divided by sales। Yes or no kids? So your operating ratio guys will be equal to cost of sales by sales। Cost of sales beta can be written as sales minus operating profit by sales। Sales 125 lakhs tha beta, operating profit was 19.5 lakhs divided by 125 lakhs। Direct answer beta 0.844। 0.844। 9 o'clock। जरा नीचे से बुक हटाना बेटा। हाँ वेरी गुड। Are we all clear about this guys? Any doubt in this? Next guys, if you're done with this beta, projected next two questions beta, question 4 and question 5 are in relation to next year। नेक्स्ट ईयर रिलेटेड बेटा एक भी एब्सोल्यूट फिगर नहीं दिया हुआ है। इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल टू रिजर्व्स, नेट प्रॉफिट रेशियो, ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट रेशियो, लॉन्ग टर्म डेट टू इक्विटी गाइस, एंड देन डेटास टर्नओवर, क्रेडिटास टर्नओवर, इन्वेंटरी गाइस। व्हाट विल यू डू? इंक्रीज इन रिजर्व्स एंड सरप्लस गाइस will be the net profit for the year। That's the only way that we get the answer। Your equity share capital will remain same guys। What is your equity share capital for the last year? 30 lakhs। So for the current year beta, equity share capital to reserves is 1 lakh, one time beta, so reserves also will become 30 lakhs। But what were your opening reserves? 18 lakhs। That means net profit for the year is, now you start computing all the values। समझ में आ रहा है क्या बोल रहा हूँ? We know how much is equity share capital to reserves and sub guys, we did the exact same thing beta। Equity share capital to reserves and surplus is given as 1 guys। Equity share capital की जगह क्या लिखूंगा? 30 lakhs divided by reserves and surplus is 1, so reserves and surplus is 30 lakhs। What is your opening reserves? 18 lakhs। Therefore net profit for the year 12 lakhs, assuming no dividends are paid। हाँ, ये साल का 19.5, लास्ट ईयर का ऑपरेटिंग प्रॉफिट था बेटा, उसमें से दूसरी चीजें सब एडजस्ट होके फाइनल नेट प्रॉफिट फिगर है वहां पे। लास्ट ईयर का नेट प्रॉफिट वाज 12,84,000। वो हाँ वो साल का था, करेक्ट। वंस यू गेट दिस बेटा, यू कैन यूज नेट प्रॉफिट रेशियो गाइस टू अराइव एट द अमाउंट ऑफ सेल्स। कुछ याद आया बेटा? ये क्या हुआ? वो भी बंद कर दो। अरे सब पहले गर्मी हो रही है बेटा, ठंडी लग रही है। देखो थोड़ा अंदर सरक, तानिशा सरक बेटा अंदर। नहीं आती बेटा, ऐसे कैसे आती? बैग लेके यहाँ पे रख बेटा तनिशा। तू भी बैग उठा के यहाँ पे रखो अंदर। उमेश, what is your net profit ratio guys? 15%। so net profit guys divided by sales is 15%। how much is the amount of sales guys? कितना बेटा? 80 lakhs। gross profit ratio beta is equal to 50%। therefore COGS beta is equal to 80 lakhs minus 50%, 40 lakhs। long term debt to equity guys is given as, so that is long term debt divided by equity share capital plus reserves and surplus. So that is long term debt divided by 30 lakhs plus 30 lakhs. All of this is equal to how much beta? Point. Therefore long term debt beta is 30 lakhs. We got the answer to the last bit. We will have to now use debtors turnover ratio guys to compute debtors. Can I directly write beta debtors is equal to 80 lakhs sales into 100 days by 365 days? $21 lakhs. Your inventory as such beta is equal to 70% of last year's stock. Last year का stock कितना था? 70% guys of 38 lakhs 60,000. कितना है बेटा ये? 27 lakhs 2,000. Credit hours बेटा will be equal to, question में दिया हुआ है, COGS का 100 by 365. जरा एक सेकेंड, क्रेडिट आवर्स, अच्छा तू पूरा वर्किंग कैपिटल लिख ले रहा है यहीं पे. हाँ, how much is your cash balance guys? Same as last year, 2 lakh. Total current assets 21, 51, बोलना भाई अच्छे से, 51. Credit hours guys will be equal to COGS into 100 by 365. COGS कितना बड़ा है साल का? 40 lakhs into 100 by 365. अरे एक जाए 10,90,000, 95,800, 890. Therefore working capital beta is equal to 890. 40 lakhs 27,891 guys will be the amount of working capital. Are we all clear about this? Yes beta. 40 lakhs 27,891. Next question guys, question number 20 guys. Question number 20 beta. They've given us balance sheets for 2 years guys, 2022-23 and 2021-22. Just be careful guys, and the requirements guys, they've asked 21-22 first and then asked 22-23, all the bits guys, और कुछ नहीं है. They're asking us to compute current ratio of 2021-22, 22-23 guys. All you have to do beta is pick up current assets and current liabilities. We already have current assets guys, we have current liabilities. If you divide them you will get the current ratio guys. 40 divided by 25, 35 divided by 20, that will give us the amount of current ratio. Are you getting it? Likewise beta, they're asking us to compute working capital, which will be current assets minus current liabilities. Then they're asking us to compute gross profit ratio. वो भी दिया हुआ है बेटा क्वेश्चन में, gross profit. क्यों क्वेश्चन दिया नहीं मालूम है मेरे को. They're asking us to compute debt equity ratio, guys. All of that is also given, beta. How much is the amount of current liabilities? How much is the amount of long-term liabilities? How much is the amount of equity? Are you getting the point, guys? Yes or no, beta? I'll just verify the answer, beta. 65 divided by 75 कितना है? This is the answer, guys. By default, when they use the word debt equity ratio, do you also include short-term debt? Yes. So you have to include current liabilities also without yawning. Are we clear about this? Kya Vikas? Net profit ratio, guys. How will you compute net profit ratio? Net profit by sales. Skip. ठीक है बेटा? Question number 21. Skip. एक बार देख लेते बेटा question. Next set of questions are ready बेटा. The ones who are looking at number of questions, यहाँ पे देखो. ये FM के case scenarios है. अभी नहीं हुए FM के भी. और बीच में दो questions छोड़ा मैं. Rima Industries is into trading business. Since its establishment, it has a phenomenal growth in both its market share and profitability. Rina nahi beta, Rima. तुम दोनों का जरा control. The company enjoys the confidence of its shareholders, guys, who have been rewarded with growing dividends year after year. The company enjoys the confidence of its shareholders who have been rewarded. ये same चीज पहले भी आ चुकी है बेटा. We enjoy confidence of our shareholders because we give them more dividends. The company has never defaulted on its loan. Exact same wording थे. On its loan payments and enjoys a favorable phase. कल मैं भी नाटक करते करते पढ़ रहा था, याद है? हाँ. Now Rima Industries is looking to expand their business and for which they need funds. Mr. Rishi, who's handling Rima Industries, guys, CEO of the company, wants a senior management to prepare the report including ratio analysis to be presented before investors. The balance sheet and other details are as follows. First bit is liquid ratio. How will you compute liquid ratio? From total current assets, you should not include stock and divide by the total amount of current sales to proprietary ratio. You know what are proprietary funds? Proprietary funds, guys, are shareholders funds. So if you divide sales beta by proprietary funds, which is 2 lakhs, you will get proprietary ratio. Guys, very simple beta. Sales to proprietary मतलब वो खुद ही बोल रहा है. Please divide sales by proprietary funds. Interest coverage ratio. What's the formula, guys? EBIT divided by interest. What they gave us beta is PBT. To PBT, if you add back interest, you will get EBIT. Yes or no? Profit before tax, if you add back interest, guys, you're going to get EBIT. That EBIT, guys, you're going to divide by the amount of interest and you will get interest coverage ratio. Debtor and creditor turnover ratio of the company. You know sales, you know debtors, you know COGS, beta, you know creditors. Will you be able to compute the turnover ratios? Yes or no, guys? Creditors are bills payable है 1 lakh at 2.5. हाँ आ जाएगा बेटा. What's the net working capital turnover ratio based on sales? How will you compute that? Sales divided by working capital. What is return on? ये गलत है बेटा. Strike the word investment. मतलब they did not compute return on investment. The answer that is given here beta is based on return on shareholders funds. What is the formula for return on shareholders funds? समझ में आया क्या बोल रहा हूँ इसमें? The answer given, guys, is based on return on guys. ये जो आंसर नहीं भी कर रहा हूँ ना बेटा मैं, वो तुमको आंसर दे दूंगा मैं, ठीक है ना? It is very simple, but I'll give you the solution to that also. Return on shareholders funds, guys. You will have to compute that as what beta? Profit after tax divided by shareholders funds. Shareholders funds we already know beta. 1 lakh, 80,000, 20,000, 2 lakhs. Profit before tax was 20,000. From that remove 30%. 14,000 divided by 2 lakhs. 7%. That's the answer. Are we clear, guys? Very simple question, but I'm not doing it. Are we clear about it? Next, guys. Next question, beta. 22nd one. Question दिखने में इतना बड़ा है बेटा. Very simple. Pay attention, kids. Ashram Machines Private Limited, guys, has started a joint venture in 2017 by a leading group headquartered at Mumbai. Engaged into the business of automatic washing machine product segment. The company received state-of-the-art technological know-how from a well-known Japanese company named Suzutsu Inc., which was its JV partner. The company had acquired superior technology through JV, and its sales were expected to grow at the rate of 10% per annum. The company has two types of customer base: retail and dealership customers. Company experienced a significant growth in its sales during the first 5 years of its operations, and its actual growth rate averaged about 30% per annum. The company had cost and technological advantages and therefore could keep its prices significantly lower as compared to its competitors. Over this period, the company established its name and its products became well known in the market. And कहानी continues, guys. मतलब first two paragraphs good बेटा, अपने बारे में तारीफ कर लिए सब, हम ये है हम वो है बोल के, ठीक है. I'll come to the requirement. Requirement beta is incremental benefit of adopting credit policy A to the company, incremental benefit of adopting credit policy B to the company. Policy A and policy B are here. So let's start reading from the fourth point and then we will see the remaining part. Let's attempt bit by bit, guys, rather than reading all the information. ये जो बाकी के 1 2 3 है ना बेटा, ये नीचे 1 2 3 proposals, इसके बारे में बाद में बात करेंगे. Can we directly talk about the fourth point, guys? Fourth point, you guys are experts beta. It's like receivables management ka question. The current dealership sales of the company, guys, are rupees 3 crore 65 lakhs. And it has a present policy of extending 60 days credit, but most of its dealers in the recent period have stretched payments. And on an average, we are collecting the amount in 120 days. 90% of the firm's sales are on credit basis. Out of this, 15% is sold to customers whose financial position is not very sound. And the entire bad debt losses is about 2% of sales to these customers. Negligible bad debts. 15% of overall sale ka bhi only out of this, matlab beta, out of credit sales. Alright? Out of this 15%, हाँ, credit sales का 15%, total का 90% ही credit sales है. So credit sales का 15% into 2%. The cost of sales is 80% and the current collection expenses amount to rupees 5 lakhs per year. After consulting the marketing and accounting staff and analyzing the status of the competition, the company has decided to change its credit policy. For the dealership customers, policy A is to offer cash discount to motivate customers to pay early. The new credit terms would be 2/15 net 60. A quick study of sample customers indicated that 2/3 of them might like to avail cash discount. This change in policy would not change the expected sales, but the average collection period is likely to be reduced to 80 days. For the remaining customers, overall nahi. So that 2/3 will still pay in 15 days, balance 1/3 will pay in 80 days. Are we clear, guys? There will be no change in bad debts, but the collection cost will be reduced by 30%. Policy B, to relax its credit terms by 20 days to expand the sales. This is expected to increase sales by 10%. The marginal customers, which would also include new customers, are not expected to take advantage of cash discounts and are likely to continue to take on an average of 150 days to pay. In the case of these customers, bad debt losses are expected to increase to 2.5% on the sales of financially unsound customers, which will remain the same in proportion. The company would enforce collections with more vigor and diligence. It is expected that the collection expenditure will increase by 1 lakh. It requires a return of 15% from its investments and assume there are 360 days in a year. Good question, but at this part at least. 3 comparisons. You'll have to present current, policy A, policy B. Our discussion will be restricted only to credit sales, because all of this beta is about credit. The answer that are given is also based on credit sales. There's no point in computing, guys, on the basis of overall sales. Are we clear about this? Can you just quickly go through that beta? पढ़ लिया guys? Are we all done, guys? Now, beta, pay attention. There are three policies that you will have to evaluate: existing, policy A, and policy B. Cash discount है क्या बेटा कुछ existing में? Does the question talk about cash discount anywhere in the existing policy? It only says beta that we are extending a credit of 60 days as such, guys. But they are paying in how many days? I'll write credit policy. नहीं मालूम है क्या है. Though we are giving a credit of 60 days, guys, I'll not write that. Here beta it is 2 by 15 net 60. Here nahi. Average collection period for the first one is already defined, guys. It is 120 days. Second वाले के लिए बोलता है बेटा that 2/3 of the customer will pay, guys, in 15 days. Balance 1/3 will pay on an average in how many days? 80 days. 2/3 of 15, 10 plus 1/3 of 80, guys. 1/3 of 80 is 36. या दोनों मिला के. So 36.667, guys. I want the accurate investment in data. That's why I'm writing like this, beta. Third वाले में beta the question says that the average collection period, guys, will now take how much? 150 days. Guys, customers are not expected to, marginal customers, which would also include new customers as such, beta, not expected to take advantage of the cash discounts. Not likely to continue. ठीक है, I'll read that again, beta. पहले अभी. Now tell me, guys, first वाले के नीचे, how much is the amount of credit sales? 365 lakhs into 90%. 328 point. Under policy A, guys, is there any change in the amount of sales? Policy B में change हो रहा है बेटा. Let's just concentrate on these two, guys, and I'll present that also. Now, my cost of sales, credit sales, is how much, guys? Can you compute, guys, 80% cost of credit sales? 262.8. Even here it should be 262.8. Minus, guys, bad debts. Can you read that statement, guys? It says that out of the credit sales, 15% is sold to customers whose financial position is not very sound, and the entire bad debts better amount to 2% of these sales. So 328.5 lakhs का 15%, उसका भी how much? 98,550. Bad debts are not going to change, right? No change in bad debts. Next, beta. Collection expenditure. Collection expenditure, beta, is at present 5 lakhs. It is now going to reduce by 3 lakh. You can write profit and then we'll write cost of funds, or can I skip the part of profit and just write minus cost of funds and write net benefit? So how much is the amount of profit, guys, till this point? From credit sales, remove cost, remove bad debts, remove collection expenditure. 59 lakhs 71,000. दूसरा वाला बेटा 450. ठीक है. अब आता है बेटा cost of funds. I'm not writing investment in debtors, guys. या फिर investment in debtors, guys, into 15%. How will I compute investment in debtors? Do I know the collection period, guys, ऊपर? So 262.8 lakhs into 120 days divided by 360 का 15%. 13 lakhs. 262.8 lakhs का 36.6667 divided by 360 into 15%. So 4.015. 4 lakh 1,000. What is your net benefit, guys? 46 lakhs 57,450. 57 lakhs 19,009. What's the net increase in benefit? Can you just go through the guys cash discount? Can you fit in cash discount beta somewhere please? Bad debts के पास जगह है ना? बना लेंगे guys. Cash discount guys. What is the percentage of credit sales beta that are availing this? So 328.5 lakhs into 2/3 into cash discount percentage 4 lakh. ये 61 लाख 21,450 से 4 लाख 38,000 हटाओ. 5683. From that remove 4 lakh 1,500. Now take the difference guys. Answer to the first bit. Are we clear about this guys? ऐसे और एक पॉलिसी भी प्रेजेंट करना है, नहीं हुआ है अभी. बट आर वी ऑल क्लियर अबाउट दिस गाइस? यस और नो? ये कॉपी करना शुरू करो बेटा, पॉलिसी भी तुम लोग करो. 9:30. यस गाइस, अभी और कोई भी आके लेके चलेगा तो चलता था. Yes, guys, are we all done with this? But do not waste time, guys. Subham, हो गया कार्तिक? यहाँ तक कॉपी कर लिया, पॉलिसी भी कर लिया। हाँ हाँ, कर रू, जल्दी करूँ। गाइस जिसका भी हो चुका है बेटा पॉलिसी भी करो ना यार. इट्स वेरी सिंपल गाइस. द क्वेश्चन सेज दैट द कलेक्शन पीरियड इज नाउ इंक्रीजिंग टू हाउ मच. इज एवरीवन डन विद दिस? लास्ट के लिए जगह छोड़ रही और एक कॉलम आना है वहां पे. ऐसे नहीं होता, वहां पे लिखना रहता. क्या हरे कृष्णा हंसते आ रहा तो. कौन शुरू करता बेटा ये? जोहेर पॉलिसी भी हो गया बेटा. गाइस थोड़ा जल्दी करो बेटा. रे is everyone done till this point? संभाल के रख पागल, कोई लेके चले गया तो. सबको बीकॉम का हॉल टिकट मिल गया. मंडे लेके आते. एग्जाम वेडनेसडे से है ना. गाइस ऑल राइट बेटा, गलती हो गई कुछ और बात करके. नाउ गाइस इन द लास्ट बिट बेटा द क्वेश्चन सेज. बेटा नेहल डाउट है देखो कुछ. किससे बात कर रही है? सिद्धार्थ से. Credit sales guys are increasing by 10% beta. How much will that become? 361 point. Cost of sales beta will be 80%. 289.08 lakhs. Bad debts beta would be, कैश डिस्काउंट नहीं है ना, अच्छे से लिखेंगे अभी. अरे चुप. 361.35 lakhs. It says the proportion of those customers are still the same, that is 15%, but on that we will get the bad debt beta will be 2.5%. How much will that be guys? 1,35,000. Please check the values guys. तू नको डिसाइड करना बेटा. कलेक्शन एक्सपेंडिचर बेटा will be how much? इंक्रीज हो रहा है 6 lakhs. How much will be your profit beta? 494. When you compute your invest cost of funds guys, you should take 289.08 lakhs into 150 by 360 into 15%. 6,000. What's the amount of profit guys? एक सेकेंड ये कितना है प्रॉफिट? नेट बेनिफिट 48 lakhs. 7 इंक्रीमेंटल बेनिफिट बेटा इन कंपैरिजन टू बेस पीरियड. अरे वाह, it matches with the answer given beta 27,294. So we are done with first question, second question and the fourth question. Fourth question beta is bad debts, which we have already computed in this statement only. Now we just have to evaluate the other part of the question which we did not even read till now. अभी ऑल डन विद दिस बेटा. गरिमा हो गया यहाँ तक पूरा. आ गया 27,294. तीनों पॉलिसी बाकी के पढ़ लिए बेटा. अच्छा वो पढ़ना भी है क्या? Let's continue reading, guys. You have to read about the three policies, guys. Other three policies given in the question. (9:37) Aj? No, I'm ending the session now in some time. I have another class. I know I told you I'll take till. I forgot. I have other commitments. Yes, guys. Are we all clear about this? सोनल हंस रही कह रहे हो? खास रही तो वो भी हंस रही. Including the old ones. The marginal customers, which would also include new customers. मतलब all, which will also include का मतलब ही क्या है फिर? When they use the word marginal as such, बेटा, everyone. By default, it would be new customers, incremental sales, and old sales पे old collection period. Which will say which will also include new customers, मतलब सब के सब. They shouldn't have given that. इसीलिए मैं I said I will check बोल के. And ये ध्यान are not expected to take advantage and are likely to continue on an average of 150 days to pay. On an average 150 days बोला तो सबका सब 150 बेटा. Yes guys. Policy 1, 2, 3 beta now. We are not done with the question. We still have 3 more policies in the question. Exploring selling the washing machine at a discounted price. The company plans to offer a 5% average discount on its current price, thereby resulting in a discounted price of 15,675 per machine. So 15,675 is the discounted price. That is after offering a discount of how much percentage? 5%. Can you divide by 95% and tell me what's the normal selling price? The normal selling price beta of the machine, guys, is 16,000. However, this didn't create any significant impact on sales as expected. The previous studies on market behavior to price responses in this category of products suggested less sensitivity to price reduction or discounts in the lower range. If the price reduction is above 10%, indicated a significant association with an increase in demand. Using these findings as a basis for their argument, the marketing team proposed a plan to provide discounts of up to 12%. It provided an estimate of about 1,000 units to be sold every quarter during the year after implementing the suggestion. So instead of offering 5% discount, they say we should offer a discount of 16,500 minus 12%. This is the price at which we are going to sell the product, guys. At this price, we will sell 4,000 units in a year. 1,000 units per quarter, guys, into 4,000 units. How much will that be? 5. So the total revenue under policy 1 beta is 580 point. Write down that, guys. This has nothing to do with receivables period. We just have to take a decision on the basis of revenues. एक बार वो थर्ड बिट पढ़ लो बेटा ताकि समझ में आए क्या करना है. पॉलिसी 1 वर्सेस 2 वर्सेस 3 बेटा. क्या बोल रहा है वो? क्या करो बोल रहा है? मैं पढ़ता हूँ guys. Evaluate, guys, and select the best sequence as per their ranking based on the benefit analysis to the company in the form of. So you just have to compute the total sales amount as such, guys, under all the 3 alternatives and then determine which alternative is resulting in the highest sales. Question में दिया हुआ बेटा, ranking on the basis of sales. Ranking on the basis of sales. ये कितना बोले थे बेटा? 15,625 divided by 95%. 16,000. अब बताओ बेटा, policy 1 में how much discount are we offering? Actual selling price will be 16,500 minus 12%. 14,000. Your sales, guys, will be 1000 units per quarter into 4 quarters. And that beta will become 4000. What will be your total sales in rupees? 580 point. This is policy 1, guys. वो 15,006. वो फाइनल आंसर करेक्ट है ना? 15,675 divided by 95%, guys. लिख लिया, guys. Now look at policy 2, बेटा. Owing to the recent trends observed in the exchange sales scheme in the television and the other electronic segments, the company wants to explore this scheme for the washing machine segment as well. Upon subsequent research, the marketing team argued that there was a good chance of an exchange scheme becoming popular provided the customers were offered an attractive exchange scheme, as most of the existing machines owned by the households did not have new features which the company's product offered. The marketing team gave an estimate of selling about 4,650 units in the next 1 year. Volume already दिया हुआ है बेटा. Provided the scheme offered offsetting rupees 3,000 to 4,000 rupees of the prices to customers who purchase the company's product in exchange for their existing machines. The actual deduction, however, would depend on the conditions of the machines, and for that, company estimated an average offset of 3,500 per machine will be needed. Normal selling price 16,500, exchange discount 3,500, net selling price 13,000. 13,000 multiplied by 465. Frankly speaking, ये गलत है बेटा, because the machine that you're taking under exchange, उसका भी तो selling price रहता ना. But we will have to ignore that because information is not given. अपन थोड़ी फुकट में ले रहे हैं बेटा. There will be some amount of discount that will be given as such, guys, or some amount of revenue that we will generate as such, guys, by selling that scrapped product. But we do not have information, we are ignoring it. Directly write, beta, how much is the revenue under policy 2? Normal selling price, beta, 16,500 minus exchange discount. Exchange discount, beta, is 3,500. So net selling price, beta, is 13,000. Units to be sold, beta, is 4,650. दोनों का total, beta, 60. This will be the amount of revenue that you're getting under policy 2, guys. 604.5 lakhs, guys, will be the amount of revenue that we're getting under option 2, guys. Any doubt in this? हाँ बेटा, policy 3, guys. Shall I start reading policy 3? The third proposal pertains to an all-round reduction in inventory levels. If the production takes place as per the sales plan, the total inventory holding period of the company works out to about 3.5 months. भाषण फुल देता बेटा, लास्ट में आगे सिर्फ रेवेन्यू कंप्यूट करना है, याद रखना. Out of this, finished goods holding period alone is 2 to 2.5 months. The company therefore must hold finished goods for this period to sell its product in the market. Recently, due to slowdown in the market, this period has increased to 4 to 4.5 months. As a result, the working capital requirements of the company have increased significantly. The company recently explored the possibility of selling the goods to its customers under a scheme which would deliver the machine after 1.5 months of placing the order. मतलब अपन customer से advance ले रहे हैं ताकि we can reduce our inventory holding periods altogether, guys. A pilot test was carried out with a select group of customers. Based on the results of this pilot study, the proposed scheme would offer the following package. You should pay an advance of 3,000 rupees now. The customer could order the product which would be delivered after 1.5 months of time. As per the terms and conditions of the scheme, the customer would pay 9,500 at the time of delivery of the product. How much was he paying earlier, guys? 3,000. How much is he paying now? Through this scheme, the customer would get a benefit of 4,500 for this waiting period. This should have been 4,000, guys, and not 4,500. You can change that to 4,000. Normal selling price beta is 16,500. The customer is paying how much? 12,500. So the offer discount as such beta to the customer is indirectly. The field tests have indicated that a section of customers would not mind waiting for 1 to 1.5 months and taking this benefit. The marketing team gave an estimate of about 400 machines that can be sold per month. So total sales in a year beta will be 4,800 units at a price of 12,500. What is the amount of sales? Ho gaya, guys. Policy 3, guys. Selling price beta is 3,000 plus 9,500, 12,500. Number of units, guys, are 400 units per month multiplied by 12 months, which is 4,800 units. My sales beta will be 12,500 into 4,800. Ranking, guys. कौन सी policy सबसे ऊपर? Policy 2 or proposal 2. Next, policy 3. Finally, policy 1. This is the ranking, guys. Did you all get the answer, guys? Question दिखने में इतना बड़ा था बटा, it was very simple. And undoubtedly the computation of data was very interesting beta. Last मतलब जो अपन पहले करे policy A and policy B. Now guys, fifth bit is already done beta. It says optimum combination. Proposal 231 में 2 better है. Credit policy A और B में A better है. So obviously the best combination beta is you follow policy 2 here and you follow credit policy A. That will result in the highest benefit. करना वो. But anyways, relatively values will remain same बोल के. समझ में आया पलक? तबीयत खराब है बेटा. Any doubt in this, guys? Let's go back to question number 11 beta. We are done with all the bits of this question. There are 2 questions that I left in between, guys. One is question number 11 and the other one is question number 13, guys. Let's solve those questions better now. I might not be solving the entire part, guys. Abhi, matlab, I don't think I have time now. Anyways, Twigato is an all-equity finance company in the food delivery business, and it is considering an expansion into quick grocery delivery business segment. Zomato, guys. It is a market leader in the current food delivery business with a valuation of 5,750 crores. From the discussion in the recent fundraising meeting with the venture capitalist, it has been noted that the quick delivery business is expected to be run for 6 years, after which it will be sold to another entity for a target valuation of 2 times of the investment made in the business segment. Jitta bhi tum investment kar rahe ho, guys, that into 2 times will be your terminal cash flow. You are going to sell this business at the end of 6th year for double the amount of investment made. This is apart from the periodical cash flows that you are going to realize. Every year you will keep getting some cash flow from the business. Apart from that, you are going to sell this business better at double the amount of investment made. Are we clear about this, guys? Next better. The new segment will be funded by debt, preference and equity in the ratio of 3:2:5. This is to compute KO. Like in other questions, guys, how we got KO, even here better, by yawning you will get KO. The quick delivery business would require 30 crores of investment to start with. Subsequently, it will require additional infusion of 20 crores at the start of year 2 and 25 crores at the start of year 4. So total investment beta is 30 plus 20 plus 25. 70. You will sell your business at double the amount, that is 100 at the end of 6th year. 75 crores multiplied by 2, 150 crores mein you will sell it, guys, at the end of 6th year. Are you getting it? So far pretty simple, guys. You know what is the amount of investment made, you know what is the amount of टर्मिनल कैश फ्लो, यू नो डेट इक्विटी रेशियोज. अब शुरू होता है बेटा. The quick grocery delivery would require 30 crores of investment to start with, and subsequently it will require, अच्छा हो गया ना, sorry. The operating financials of the business is expected to be on the following lines for the first year of operation. The number of quick orders per day beta 10,000, overnight orders 2,000. Quick orders over, अपन delivery business में बेटा, लोग deliver करते हैं अपन को, लोग order करते हैं अपन को delivery करना है. That is why. Number of quick orders are 2,000, 10,000 per day. Overnight orders are 2,000 per day. Out of this 10,000 orders, 5,000 orders will be for an amount of less than 500. 3,000 orders will be between 500 to 1,000. 2,000 orders will be above 1,000. With the average ticket size being, that is not our revenue. We are only the delivery agents here, guys. On that, the commission that we get will be our revenue. AS9 में आया था question, याद है? What is the amount of revenue? I said agency business mein beta, you cannot book the entire amount of gross inflow. You have to only book commission. Delivery charges are applicable when someone orders below 500 rupees, which is flat 40 rupees. So on this 10,000 orders per day, sorry, on this 5,000 orders which are below 500, you will get 40 rupees per delivery. On those 5,000 orders, you will get 40 rupees. Are you all following? That is per day. Into 365 days in a year. Are we clear? The company would charge 5% of invoice value from the seller of the quick delivery products and 7% in case of overnight delivery. This is the commission that you are charging from the seller. So per day quick orders kitne? Average ticket size 10,000 into 700 ka 5% is your commission income that you are going to get, guys. This is per day into again 365 days beta jo bhi hai. Are you getting the point, guys? Abhi overnight orders ka we will come to that, don't worry. Overnight deliveries would be available to only subscription based customers. Subscription customers will pay 5,000 per annum. Each overnight order is expected to have an average ticket size of 750 per order. So 2,000 orders multiplied by 750 rupees per order multiplied by 7% is the amount of commission that you will get from overnight orders. You got commission from quick deliveries, you got commission from overnight orders, guys. Yes or no, beta? And delivery charges 40 and subscription. Subscription ka aage aate beta. Each subscription based customer is expected to place order every alternate day on an average. अब बेटा आगे का नको बढ़ो as per ICI, वो मैं ऐड करा क्योंकि ICI will not give case study में as per ICI. Every night, guys, how many orders are we receiving? 2,000. ये sentence बोलता है every customer is expected to place an order every alternate day. मतलब अगर आज मैं place करता हूँ बेटा order, I will place an order, guys, day after tomorrow. उसके बाद में I will wait for another one day, guys, and then I will place an order. If every day, guys, there are 2,000 orders being received, that means you should have 4,000 overnight customers who are paying subscription charge. I say I took 1,000. 1,000 is the answer when one customer is ordering twice every night. We will have to stick to 1,000, guys, because answers will not match. Ye question mein, guys, my objective is just to match the answers, get done with it. Question weird hai. We are not going to revise it later, guys, but it's okay. Are you getting the point, guys? Common sense, let's use, guys. When will overnight customers be 1,000 and when will overnight customers beta be 4,000? You are receiving 2,000 orders every night, matlab, and if you have only 1,000 subscribers, that means every customer is placing order twice in the night, guys. समझ में आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है? It should have been 4,000 customers who are paying subscription, not 1,000. 4,000 अगर orders customers है and everyone places every alternate day, that is where you receive 2,000 orders every night. Are we clear? That is the first mistake, guys. So ये मैं लिखा देखो. As per ICI solution, number of night time subscribers are 1,000, which is possible only when 2 orders are placed by each customer every night. The quantity of orders is expected to grow at a rate of 20%, 15%, 10%, 5% for the first 4 years of operations. Beyond this, it is expected to remain constant. Kuch nahi beta. Once we compute cash flow for the first year, we can keep adding that by 20%, 10%, 15%, 10%, 5%. It will be easier. Don't worry. Are we clear about this? Next beta. The proportion of orders is expected to remain unchanged. जो भी पहले का proportion था अभी भी वही रहेगा. To attract prospective customers, it is likely to spend heavily on advertisement in the initial years. The advertisement and promotional activities will cost 7, 8, 10 in 1 to 3 years. Remuneration to delivery partners is 15,000 per month. Change that to 15,000 per annum. Because they took 15,000 per annum. वरना आंसर ही मैच नहीं होता. They directly wrote number of partners into 15,000. So this will become 15,000 beta per fixed plus 20 rupees per delivery. Each delivery partner can deliver on an average 30 orders per day. अपने पास डे ऑर्डर्स एंड ओवरनाइट ऑर्डर्स मिला के कितने ऑर्डर्स आ रहे थे पर डे? 10,000 क्विक ऑर्डर्स, 2,000 overnight orders. How many orders? 12,000 orders divided by one person can handle 30 orders in a day. 400 people, delivery partners. आगे देखो. An additional provision of 50% of extra delivery partners to be made. So that means you will start with 600 delivery partners. You will not have exact 400 delivery partners, but you will have 50% more delivery partners. So that is, which is the answer to the second bit. The number of delivery partners required in year 1 beta is 600. Are you getting the point, guys? Yes or no, kids? An additional provision हो गया बेटा वो. The IT infrastructure and customer care expenses would amount to 8 crores each year. Constant expenditure every year. Income tax allows 20% depreciation on straight line basis for any fresh investment. Applicable tax rate beta is 25%. After tax cost of debt, preference share, equity share would be 10, 11 and 15%. Directly after tax दे दिया बेटा, problem ही नहीं है. Starting sentence में he gave us a proportion 3:2:5. You can compute KO beta, which will be the answer to the first bit. Are we clear, guys? Question, guys, is simple only. बड़ा है बस. It's not that it's way too complicated as such beta. Are we understanding this? Any doubt in this part, guys, so far? दो changes कराया मैं question में. One is beta, the number of subscribers should have been 4,000. We'll take them as 1,000. And plus beta, the other part is that salary, guys, is per annum. If you take per month beta and solve, there's a huge difference between the answer that we are going to get as such, guys. क्योंकि 600 partners को बेटा 15,000 extra 11 months के लिए अगर दे रहे हो ना बेटा, literally guys, calculator पे मारो 16,000 into 0.15 lakhs into 11 months. There's going to be a huge difference. 15,000 per month है ना into 600 partners as such, guys, and that. Are we clear, guys? $990 lakhs. This is the difference that we are going to get better. Is that clear, kids? They have taken a salary bill of only 0.9 crores, guys, which is possible. Only 15,000 is per annum. We will get a salary bill of 10.8 crores. 990 lakhs plus 90 lakhs. Is that clear, kids? Any doubt in this? Chalo beta. I'm ending the session, guys. I'm going to continue with this tomorrow. I'll also be giving you the additional questions of costing, guys. Or इसमें भी 2-3 बच गए बेटा. We'll be doing those tomorrow. Are we clear? Online students, end of my session, guys. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. 101% beta. Tomorrow I'll take an extended session. See you, Ali ka birthday. Get up, beta. Huh? Get up, get up, get up. अच्छे से गाओ रे.